Legal experts say the decision to drop the civil case could be an indication of where the criminal case is going. But the DA's office reminds us the two cases are separate, and as of now, the criminal case is moving forward, and there will be a hearing tomorrow regarding the missing phone.
I need the actual phone.
Just over a month ago, Kevin Spacey's attorney made an impassioned plea to get the actual phone once used by the son of former WCVB anchor Heather Unruh. The young man accuses Spacey of groping him. Attorney Alan Jackson told the judge that what prosecutors extracted from the phone does not tell the whole story.
But he and/or his mother deleted and manipulated the exculpatory texts that were on the phone.
The judge ordered the phone to be turned over to Spacey's team, but the family of the alleged victim says the phone is missing. If it is not found, Heather Unruh, her husband, and son have been ordered to appear in court tomorrow to explain.
They're each going to be asked in a sequestered fashion, what happened to this phone, where is it, what do you know about it?
The hearing Monday morning comes days after the alleged victim dropped civil litigation against Kevin Spacey. Monday is also the 3-year anniversary of the incident, which allegedly happened at the Club Car restaurant and bar, where the 18-year-old alleged victim was working for the summer of 2016. Unruh spoke about the incident at a press conference in November 2017.
Kevin Spacey bought him drink after drink after drink. And when my son was drunk, Spacey made his move and sexually assaulted him.
Text messages between the alleged victim and his girlfriend at the time appear to tell one side of the story. Quote, "He reached down my pants," the alleged victim writes, followed by "help. No, this is Kevin expletive Spacey. He's gay." Now the question is, with the civil case dropped, what happens to the criminal case?
There's certainly a possibility that the case proceeds as everyone's expecting, with a hearing on what happened with the phone and a hearing on whether or not the Commonwealth should be sanctioned for the family of the alleged victim getting rid of the phone. However, there's also a chance that this dismissal of the civil suit is an indication of the victim and the victim's family's lack of willingness to cooperate at this point because they don't want to proceed forward. And if that's the case, the criminal case could not proceed without the cooperation of the victim.
Now, Kevin Spacey is not required to be here tomorrow, but based on his surprise appearance last month, it is entirely possible that he will attend, which means it is also possible that Spacey and his alleged victim could be in the same room for the first time since that night in question 3 years ago. Reporting live from Nantucket, Todd Kiskiewicz, WCVB News Center 5.